It is day 15 and I am officially solo. And guess what? I didn't even cry when Shauna left. What? That's very out of character for me. But maybe I'm really ready for this thing. I am fully loaded. Definitely my pack feels kind of heavy, but I think big surprise, maybe I have a few more snacks than I need, but I really wanted to bring some of the snacks that we really like and you can't necessarily find at the general dollar, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it or overeat on snacks today. Of course, it is like very lightly sprinkling and there's like a chance for storms this afternoon, so I am only doing 12.1 miles, so I feel pretty confident that I can make it to the hotel before the predicted 3 o'clock storms. Got my handy dandy umbrella here. Got my rain cover on my pack, so doing pretty good. Have a relatively flat trail today compared to what I've been doing, so that is nice. I am probably just gonna check in later, but things are going well so far, except for I just flung a bunch of water in my face. Hoping to maybe get some pizza delivered to the hotel tonight. Spoil myself because the next couple nights I'm gonna be out in the woods, so I will check in later. Hello, friends. Today has been an interesting day. I have had a variety of trails in the woods like this, but right next to town, so you can like still hear cars and life happening. On sidewalks, through streets. I just walked through this neighborhood that had like so many big, beautiful, perfectly maintained homes. Felt a little out of place there, but it was beautiful. And I'm like almost done for the day. I've kind of been dinking around, taking lots of breaks. Again, I was only doing 12.1, and I check-in at the hotel is not till 3, and since it's Sunday, guessing I'm not going to be able to get in there too early, so I'm just taking my time. Heartland is like this beautiful little town with all sorts of parks and walkways, and really enjoyed it. And now I should be getting close to switching over to Delafield, which is where I'm staying tonight. So yeah, good first day by myself. Gonna get done early. Gonna take a look at my many plans I've made and see where they're at and how I'm doing, and if I can find anything better to get more miles in on days. It's a little bit of a chunk where it's kind of challenging to find camping spots. So we'll see. Otherwise I have a plan and I'll just stick to it. I see pizza in my future and a cold Sprite and a shower. I'm probably just laying around being lazy, so woohoo! We'll talk later. Hello, friends. It is day 16 and I am at my camp, and you might be thinking, what the heck is she in? Well, first of all, I'm in cami. This is my mom's tent. You can see she is camouflage, hence the name. And I am underneath a shelter, a brand new one, at the Lapham Peak backpacking site, which means I didn't have to set up in the rain today. Woohoo! And if it rains tonight, I'm not gonna have to pack out in the rain. All my stuff is gonna be dry, so I am winning today. You can kind of see back there, right there, is the, there's like a fire pit, a picnic table, benches, a privy. This is an awesome little spot. And it's actually huge out there, so like, it's huge inside the shelter. You could have a multiple little backpacking tents in here, and it's huge outside. You could have tents out there, hammocks. It's a pretty sweet spot. And there's a privy with toilet paper. What? Seriously, doesn't get much better than that. I only hiked 5.7 miles today. It was beautiful, and I actually ran into the trail coordinator from this area. He was out doing work and told me I was in for a big surprise when I got here. this beautiful shelter. So that was awesome. The trail was beautiful. It was through like a savanna, lots of interesting landscape, very nice. I got here like super early. I hung out at the hotel until like checkout at 11, walked through Delafield's little downtown area. Got a little bummed when I went to the ice cream place and it didn't open till 4. No ice cream for me. But it was a nice hike, and it is like only 2:30 right now, so I'm just gonna hang out and relax and get ready for tomorrow, where I have 14.8 miles, and I'm also gonna check out the Lapham Peak. They have like an observation tower that I haven't got to yet. So that'll be first thing in the morning. I'm actually thinking about taking my breakfast stuff up there with me and having coffee. We'll see how the weather is in the morning. But yeah, awesome day, and I am going to relax now. Good morning, friends. It's day 17, and I am on the Lapham Peak Observation Tower. It's a little windy up here, but beautiful, and I'm pretty sure I can see the Holy Hill like super far away. It is back over there. There's no way you can see it in the video. I had a great night last night. Just kind of hung out. I had a lot of time in camp. Watched some turkeys come through and some deer come through and just relaxed. And this morning I got up and packed out and on trail by 7:30. There are bathrooms and a trash can and water here, so I got all that stuff taken care of, and I am going to head on for the day. But how exciting! Good morning. I'm gonna scare you. I have to walk by. Hello, friends. I am almost done with my 14.8 miles for the day. I did the Waterville segment this morning. It was very nice. It's kind of flat in the beginning. Got a little hillier in the middle. There were a couple of dispersed camping areas. Not that I could use because it was too soon in my day, but that's awesome. I met some pretty awesome ladies on the trail. They really wanted me to come home with them, and I would have totally taken them up on it, but I needed to get more miles in today because I have, while I'm working on trying to change my plans for tomorrow and have a pretty big day so I can cut a day out of the overall plan. So I declined their offer, but they were wonderful, and their dog Louie was super cute. I am now on the Scuppernong segment, and it is super hilly. I'm back in the Kettle Moraine, so I'm like in the southern Kettle Moraine now. So I was expecting that, but doing all right. I had to stop at the Pine Woods group camp area to fill up on water because there is no water where I'm staying tonight at shelter number 1. So I have a boatload of water right now because there's like no water at the shelter or for like 7 or 8 miles after the shelter. So I needed enough for dinner and coffee and breakfast and just to drink until I get 8 miles out of camp tomorrow. So lots of water. But I'm almost there, feeling good. My shoulders are a little sick of all this water I'm carrying, but I'll be there soon, and it won't be as bad in the morning because I'll already have used quite a bit of it. So I will check in at the shelter and show you what it looks like. Okay, friends, I said I would show you the shelter, so I'm going to do it. First, I'm going to tell you, right before I got here, well, to the spur to the shelter, I saw a sign for a spring. Not in Gut Hook. Don't know if it was real. It was like a little trail down a hill, and I carried in all the water I needed because I didn't know there was a spring there. So, oops. So here's the privy. I won't be using it. It is uncomfortably full. Yeah. Okay. Now I hope I don't make any of you sick. So I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna go to the shelter, which I will show you the outside of, but I will not take you inside because I say that my videos are appropriate for children. And there are some artwork pieces on the wall inside that may not be appropriate for children. So we're walking. Oh, and also the walk up here was like straight up a hill, and then some more up a hill, and then a little bit down, and then way more up a hill. I'm gonna guess like maybe 0.4. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell distance, especially when I'm going uphill, because that's already harder. But all right, making our way over here. There's a fire pit down there. It's very full. It needs dug out. And then if I come over here, you can see the shelter. It has a gravel floor in there, and so like I could get my stakes in about a 1/2 inch, but not enough to hold. So after a few attempts of trying to put it up in there in case it rains, I gave up. So here is the picnic table, and then we'll come over here. Oh, there's a nice bench with a pretty look out. And there's my tent. Yeah, there's at least a really good spot for the tent. Well, not my tent, my mom's tent. Thanks, Mom. Kimmy's having a fun time outside in the woods. Good morning, friends. I am going to take you through what I'm going to be eating today because, you know, maybe you want to know. So we start off with coffee because who doesn't? For breakfast, we have 2 oatmeals. Yeah, I cook them right in the package. Yeah, I know it says not to put boiling water in there, so I don't. I'm just, you know, warm enough water. Then we have second breakfast. Oh, it's upside down. These are good, but it weighs 4 ounces, so we'll see if I continue carrying them. It's something new I tried. I do like them, but that's a heavy snack. For lunch, we have Fritos, tuna, and a wrap. Yeah, you just put all those things together and voila, you have lunch. For dinner, we have sweet and sour chicken. I repackaged these meals into freezer quart bags because they're smaller and less bulky than the crazy things that they come in. Yep, there it is with the little instructions on there, so I know what to do. And then, of course, there's just random snacks. Peanut butter M&Ms, Skittles, trail mix, and ta-da! Honey Stinger Energy Chews. There you go, friends. That is everything I'm going to be eating today. Good morning, friends. It's day 18. I got up super early this morning. Well, actually, most of the time I'm up that early, but just kind of dilly-dally until it gets light out because it happens pretty late now. Much later than we were used to in the summer. But this morning I decided I was going to get up and use my handy-dandy headlamp and get on the trail. So I was hiking by 6:25. I am trying to do something I haven't done yet since I've been back out here by myself, and that is a 23-mile day. What? Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy because I'm in the southern Kettle Moraine, so it's gonna be hilly. And again, I haven't done that much since I've been back, but it's time to see what I'm really made of. If I am able to do this, it's helping me cut like a whole day off the bigger picture plan, and believe it or not, I have like things to do and a life at home, so I am trying to get back to that. So I am getting picked up tonight and going to a hotel, so that is my motivation when I need it, and I'm trying to give myself plenty of time, kind of book it on some of these flatter areas because I know the hills are coming, but we will see how it goes. I'm gonna have to stop and find a place at lunch in the sun to dry out the tent. Just a little damp from the morning dew this morning. I suspect I'm gonna be doing a wardrobe change because I'm wearing my pants. I'm guessing I'm gonna want my shorts eventually. So we will see. Wish me luck. Hello, friends. I only have like 6 miles left. It has actually been like a fantastic day. So for like the first 10 miles, I got super lucky and the trail was actually pretty flat. It started to get a little bit harder after that, but as you can see, there are still some level spots like the one I'm in right now. I went to, well, let's see, first I ended up the Scoopernog segment and went into the Eagle. And boy, I've been through several more, I'm not even gonna try. But I went to the horse rider campground, that's where I had my lunch. That was 12 miles in. And I met some lady hikers there. They were awesome and super into what I was doing and asking me about all my gear and telling me about some of theirs. So that was awesome. They were convinced I was going to pass them, but I have not seen them. And that was quite a while ago, but I'm going to pass the shelter they're staying at, so hopefully I get to say hi one more time. I also met 2 gentlemen who were out hiking. I saw them at the thing that's supposed to look like a stone elephant. We all decided it looks like a stone whale. But anyway, at Horse Rider, I went ahead and got the tent up so it could dry out. And did all those good things and took a nice long lunch to get ready for the rest of the trail because I knew it was going to be harder than the first half. But honestly, I'm still not done yet, so things could change, but I'm feeling so good. Going through so many pine forests today, and you know those are my favorite. It was cool this morning. I think I already told you guys I predicted I was going to change into my shorts, which I totally did at lunchtime because it did get hotter. The sun came out, but I don't know what's happening. Everything is going very well. Certainly not complaining, just crazy. I think the heat factor this summer made it so much harder, but even though I'm still hot, it's still much cooler. And there's a breeze, and it's just so beautiful. So, I don't know. I think tomorrow it's going to rain on me all day, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But I'll try to check in when I can. I told my ride I would be done between 6 and 7, and I am on track for that. Maybe closer to the 6 or even a little bit earlier. We'll see. Just trying to take lots of breaks and enjoy it. So, we'll talk later. Hello, friends. It's day 19. I am, almost 11 miles into my day. It has been a wet morning. Getting a little bit of break from the rain right now, so that's cool. There's more coming, but it's nice and cool out, and whatever. It is what it is. I did the Whitewater Lake segment this morning. It was still pretty hilly and a little bit slippery with mud and all that from the rain, but not terrible. And now I'm in, I think, the Clover Valley segment, which is nice. I'm just kind of dinking around because after this, I'm on the road the rest of the day pretty much. So just trying to enjoy it and the break in the rain. Feeling pretty good. I didn't sleep great last night, but that happens sometimes. I don't know why. You get to a bed and you think, oh, it's going to be the best night ever, but it doesn't always work out that way. But that's all right. I'm being hosted by a trail angel the next 2 nights, so that will be nice, especially after a long day in the rain. All of my stuff is wet, that I'm wearing anyway. Shoes feel like small bodies of water splashing around in there. So it'll be good. Get cleaned up and wash my stuff and dry. I'm sure my feet look all white and pruny and gross. But I am hanging in there. I met a hunter just before I came in here. He was hunting for ducks, and he said it was not his day. He missed one, lost one, and went for a swim in the creek on accident. And then he took off his boot and dumped a bunch of muddy, gross-looking water out of it. So I thought, well, it could be worse for me, huh? So, just tootling along. maybe we'll be able to check in later. You know, probably not on the road walk, and we'll see what my situation is like tonight, but I'm gonna try to enjoy that time and get to know some new folks, and if nothing else, I will check in tomorrow. Good morning, friends. It is day 20. I am being hosted by the nicest family, Marla and her husband Bruce. Got there yesterday, and I had a little room all set up with a bunch of Ice Age Trail stuff on the walls and books and all sorts of fun things, and little toiletries all set up for me, and a little loaf of fresh made banana bread, and just awesome, being treated so well. They've actually offered to host me another night, which they're already doing tonight, but they offered tomorrow night too, so very awesome. I am so grateful. I slept so good. It's a very comfortable bed. They have a dog and a cat and 2 bunnies. The cat and the bunnies aren't super interested in me, but the dog seems to be my best friend. And I love dogs, so that's cool. Boston is his name. So anyway, I am on a connecting route right now between, let's see, Milton and Janesville, and it's super nice. And a nice surprise because it's kind of 2 bigger towns. So it's cool that this is in the middle of them and I'm not walking on a road or anything like that. So very nice. I went through Milton this morning. It's a very neat little town, lots of nice parks and some rich history there. So very cool. I also had a walker join me in town, which was nice. She was doing her routine 3-mile walk and joined me for a little bit, and we talked about the trail and what I was doing and all that good stuff. So very cool. I am kind of looking forward to getting to Janesville. I spent a little bit of time in that town when I was waiting for my car to get here after my injury, so I'm a little bit familiar with some of the trails because I would walk out, not very far, but a little bit to meet Marty when we were there. So excited for that, and just super grateful to have such nice people helping out people just because they want to. So enjoying my time. I am doing 23.5 miles today, but I left most of my stuff at Marla's house, so my pack is very light. Mostly just have water and food, my umbrella just in case there's a slight chance of some rain, and my hiking poles just in case, but basically nothing on my back, so that's nice. And we will see how today goes, but I suspect it will be lovely. Hello, friends. It is day 21, and I have been on the road all day. Yesterday I did 23.5 miles, and Marla joined me for the last 6.5, so that was pretty awesome. Got to learn a little bit more history about the area I was walking through and have someone to chat with, so very cool. We wrapped up the Janesville segment and then did the Devil's Staircase and Arbor Ridge segments, which were surprisingly hilly, but beautiful. Today I passed the 1,000-mile mark. Woohoo! Shortly after that, I was on the road and I could hear a kitten. Oh, I just tripped on the road. I could hear a kitten crying, and I found it. It was up in a tree, and I could tell it was probably injured, and it was, I think, about 10 feet up in the tree, and I couldn't get to it. So I called Marla and she came to help. We tried to coax it down with some tuna and that didn't work, so she went and got a ladder and we got it down, but it had some injuries that sounds like were a little too serious to fix, so I think poor sweet little Blaze didn't make it which is awful because I already named her. 'Cause, you know, I found her up in the tree on the trail. And she was precious, but it's my sad story for the day. I'm glad that she didn't have to just be up in that tree by herself and suffer up there. So at least, hopefully she got to go in a more peaceful way at the vet. So there you go. Weird day, but I am about done. I think I have a little under 4 miles left in my 20-mile day today. And I have one more night with Marla and Bruce. So I will get one more good night's sleep in a bed and be back at it tomorrow.